sub 12 minutes on Mob of the Dead is almost a reality on the 4-player Easter egg. This is 12 minute and 21 by Zoraptor, Sable, Frothy Milkshake, and Emrys. And we got a 4-player POV today, so this is going to be exciting. Obviously, they are playing in French. If you don't know why, on the headphone step, it actually goes 13 seconds faster. So as you can see, French is a faster dialogue. It gives you that extra time. We know about the free door skip as well because of the grenades hold down, and then you basically just open up everything. So obviously, Zoraptor is down at the bottom right, getting everything opening for the washing machine. And then Sable is opening up the other side as well. And so it's just insane how with 4 players and Afterlife, you can do so much. It's not necessarily as cooperative as something like Beast Mode, because, I mean, Beast Mode is much more soloable, but I wonder how much faster if it would be if Afterlife was built like Beast Mode, you know? That would have been interesting. So Emrys, you can see now, is on the gondola, and they are now opening up every single spot to get to Pack Punch. Because if you don't know, Mob of the Dead, Frothy has started up the washing machine on the top left. Mob of the Dead is just go to Pack Punch 4 times. That's the Easter egg, man. So it's pretty interesting to see that that's literally all it really is. And Sable as well is opening up the bottom left while doing the free door skip as well, opening up everything is crazy. And because on co-op on Mob of the Dead, you get a bunch more Afterlives with a bunch of different players. Like, you only get 1 per person, but as soon as you skip the round, you get that round, you get another Afterlife back. So you can just jump through the hoops here so fast. So Emrys has already got the plane part on the bottom. The dock. Sable got the one that's on the stairwell. Frothy has just finished up the washing machine as well, getting that done and opening up the door. And then Zoraptor is also opening up the rest of the doors and getting the part that is behind the electrified gate. And now they're all coming back up to the plane. You can see Frothy is opening up the plane as well. It's so nice to have 4 different POVs because everybody's doing one nuanced thing at a time. And also, because it's Mob of the Dead, 1 part per person. And so I'm assuming that Frothy is probably going to be putting down his part. Oh, no, it was, I believe it was Zoraptor. And as soon as they put down all their parts, they hop in and then they all go. And then, yeah, unfortunately, that's pretty much it. As soon as they get to the Pack Punch, it's a 1-minute time gate where they literally just have to sit and wait for the chairs to be done. And then they literally run back and do it again.
Awesome.
Yeah, so now plane is built, first plane, by 2 minutes and 32. And so, honestly, I don't think a sub 12 minute could ever be possible. Like, how people could save 21 seconds on this Easter egg is madness, because all this Easter egg is timing your rounds and then getting on the plane. Also, it's interesting because Sable's the only one that actually went on the plane. The rest of them are focusing on getting the Hellhounds and also filling up the dogs, which I think is actually very smart. It negates the time gate and allows everybody to essentially do something while Sable is just sitting at the Pack Punch on the bottom left. So, yeah, Emrys is doing the dog up at the roof. Frothy is doing the dog in the cell block. And then Zoraptor, I'm assuming, is just waiting for zombies at the dock. Because it doesn't look like my boy's got anybody. But it is round 3. So, I mean, that's totally understandable. And, again, with the mob Easter egg, you do have to do a couple of extra steps. You do have to build the Hell's Retriever, and you also do have to get the free Blundergat and do up to a couple steps. Like, you have to throw the Hell's Retriever at the poster, and then shock the spoon, and then throw the Hell's Retriever at the spoon when it's in the cafeteria. And that's pretty much it. It's kind of random why Treyarch decided for you to include those steps. If they didn't, or if somebody finds a skip that you don't need to, that would be a huge 20-second save. That would be amazing. So Sable's now coming back from the PAP, and then they are literally getting ready to pick up the parts. Again, you can see Frothy's already picked up the gas canister. And yeah, they are now running back. Again, MP5 is the weapon of choice because it is the lightest weapon in Black Ops 1 Zombies and Black Ops 2 Zombies. It's interesting that they didn't really keep that with BO3, but BO3 changed up the weapon meta. I mean, even the Kuda, I guess you would say, is the closest thing to the MP5, but it doesn't operate like the MP5 in this game. So interesting that that is the case as well with that. You know, it makes you wonder, like, why they didn't just copy and paste it when that's usually what they do all the time, man. So, as you can see, they're continuing and getting the gas canisters. And then also, it's going to be funny because since they're 4-player, they actually can do the final step where it's the 3v1 against Weasel. And the last time I watched the 4-player on this, it was so funny. They were like, my man's was not making it easy on that final step. But yeah, basically, there is no insane weapon against the PvP part of this Easter egg. I mean, there is, but like, is it really even worth hitting the box trying to go for? I don't know, maybe, but you'd have to be incredibly lucky. I don't know actually what's the best weapon. I think it's the death machine from the box, but I'm not totally sure. And yeah, also, could you imagine a Gobblegum like anywhere but here on this Easter egg? And so interesting, Emrys and Zoraptor both ended up on the bridge, while Frothy and Sable are opening up the rest of the doors with the free grenade door skip, which is just such a cool skip. Literally one of the greatest skips ever, and it was found, like, not even that long ago. Like, I remember when it was found, it completely changed the speedrun for Mob of the Dead. Because as you can see, you would not be able to open up the whole game, or the whole map, by, like, round 2, like the way they did, man. And so, yeah, they're basically now just waiting for the plane part to reset and to grab all the gas canisters. And then Sable's also filling up the last dog with Frothy. And then it's pretty funny because as soon as the 3rd plane is built, they're going to be able to do the rest of the Easter egg. Because all it is really is getting the skulls for the free Blundergat and then getting the spoon. And then that's pretty much it. It's all just a bunch of afterlife steps, so it'll be pretty interesting. Now, Emrys and Zoraptor are coming back from the bridge, and they are about to do their second final plane. It's interesting because on the final plane for this Easter egg, I'm pretty sure you don't even have to fill up the fuel for it because you enter it in the afterlife mode, which is pretty interesting. So Frothy and Sable have now picked up the gas canisters. Emrys and Zoraptor are also picking up the ones inside of the cafeteria. Or, sorry, not the cafeteria, the showers, and also just that other side as well, behind the electric gate. So, pretty crazy how fast this has been optimized, man. I would love to see a sub 12 minute. And listen, I know Freckleston has now just barely hit the sub 20. He hit 20 minute on the dot. So, it's not sub 20, but it's dang near close, man. But, yeah, honestly, this Easter egg has been so optimized to the point that I don't know if I can see a 21-second optimization here.
So, did you pick up the second part?
So yeah, the plane now is being built. Frothy is on the plane. Yeah, the plane has been optimized perfectly. They've done it absolutely perfectly.
You could probably just let me pick it up. There's probably no time difference.
Yeah, so now they're basically talking about who needs to do the rest of these Easter egg steps. So you can see Emrys is now getting the skulls. He just picked up the Hell's Retriever and is grabbing them around the map. The new spots where you can throw the Hell's Retriever is so cool. Speedrunners have found some crazy ones. If you look at Emrys here, that spot as well and the one above the Hell's Retriever were just not known for so long. It's just so interesting. It really makes you wonder how Treyarch intended people to do this step. I doubt it was ever going to be like this, you know? Because you can't really do this on Blood of the Dead, for example, you know? The skulls on that version of the map don't really have that many skips. Also, it's not even required for the Easter egg. So, I mean, yeah, Blood of the Dead's run is so vastly different from this, it's insane. And so now Sable, as you can see, is shocking the spoon. So now the spoon is shocked, the poster has been done. And then the last thing really is just throwing the Hell's Retriever at the spoon in the cafeteria, which takes like 2 seconds. And so Sable's also grabbing the Blundergat. He's got the gat! He did not just say that, dog. He did not just say that. Yeah, Blundell had no idea what he was signing up for when he made this.
That's kind of mad.
So now Frothy is going into the plane. And as you can see, Zoraptor and Emrys are now getting ready to grab the codes done into the bottom. And it's interesting that they're doing it with 2 people. That actually makes it so much faster. I mean, that's so smart. 2 people on the dials because, yeah, you have to hit a very specific number. And then as soon as they are done, the headphones are going to spawn, and basically it's another time-gated step where they basically know all the spots, and they're going to keep the game black and white until they get up to the top of the plane. And so here we go. We are now on the headphone step, and it's crazy that French gives this a 13-second skip. And so I'm curious because it's like everybody still, from what I can see, has the MP5. I think one faster skip I could see potentially is somebody hitting a better mystery box weapon for the final step for 4-player. Because I just don't think that there could be any real big skips other than that. Or if there's just some sort of massive step skip that you don't need. So as you can see, Emrys is standing in the exact spots. The headphones spawn.
I was waiting for the...
And everybody, also, I see that Sable is getting double tap, so maybe double tap is the best option. Oh, interesting. So yeah, he's literally just got double tap in with the Blundergat. Maybe that is the easiest option. You're going to need the Blundergat either way.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
one person has to go on plane.
Yeah.
That's true, that's true. So yeah, as soon as somebody gets onto the plane, and I believe they're trying to end the round here also just to make sure that the step doesn't skip.
That was underwear we just got.
Okay, and so now they're literally all going up towards the top of the plane. And yeah, you have to be very careful with this because one person not being there could definitely mess it up. Frothy and Sable now go into Afterlife. Their timing was absolutely perfect there. So on par. And so, wait a second. Sable's going up to the plane, but I guess Frothy is just... Oh, they're all in Afterlife waiting. So does it all just take them up through? I've never noticed that. No way. I thought all 4-player had to be on here. Wow. That was really often. Wow, and they all teleport on there. Twitch.tv/Sable. Oh my gosh. Yep. Leave it to the speedrunners, bro. But no, I'm very excited to see this because they technically got this Easter egg done sub 12 by getting onto the plane right then and there. You know, the IMAX shadow. I mean, absolute legend, man. But I want to see how fast they take out Weasel here because it is better for everybody to shoot Weasel. It doesn't matter what side you do for the Easter egg. So everybody's now going to revive themselves on the chair. And Emrys is Weasel, and he just runs over. Just gets taken out. Interesting, they use Mustang and Sally. So that was a lot faster than the last time I saw. And the Blundergat also helped from Sable. That was a lot faster than what I saw in the last 4P record. But, ladies and gentlemen, can we hit a sub 12 minute on Mob of the Dead is the question. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys go and check out every single one of these guys. They've got all the POVs in the description. Mob of the Dead, sub 12, and I'll see y'all. Yeah, that's true. Could you imagine Dog Run? I'll see y'all in the next one, baby.